Hello guys, and welcome back to our third and final episode of Module 8. So to those that are joining us for the first time, we are doing Business Literacy Module 8, right? So in our previous sessions, we have looked at ratios, we've looked at percentages, we've looked at proportions. So in this episode we are going to be discussing on equations. So those that may have missed our previous sessions or previous episodes, please refer back to our archives or to our gallery on our Facebook page. We've posted all the streams of our videos on business literacy from module 1, so just follow those videos so that you can catch up. So the beauty about it, you can always watch them at your own time, at your own pace. So going to the business of today, today we're going to look at what is an equation, right? We're going to look at methods for solving equations and formulas, changing subject of formula. And so just to kickstart, we need to find out exactly what is an equation, right? So an equation is a statement indicating a mathematical equality of two expressions, right? So what are these expressions? So we've got items that are on your left and items that is on your right. And as an equation, let's say an equation must come out like this: x plus 2 is equals to 6. So we need to solve for x, so that to prove that x plus 2 is equals to what? To 6. So we need to look out for a number which, if we add 2, gives us what? Gives 6, right? So if our mathematics serves us right, it is equals to 4. X is equals to what? To 4. So if we substitute 4 for x, right? So that will be like this: 4 plus 2. So that means that your left equals to the right. So what is on the left? That's x plus 2. We can change it there, x plus 2. So x plus 2, yes, is equals to 6, which is on the right. Simple and straightforward, guys. No need to overthink. So there are now different rules or methods when solving equations. So it's all going to depend with how the exam is going to look like. But if you work with these 5 rules, you can never go wrong. And remember, guys, these rules is not anything that Clifford is making out of his mind. These rules are from the textbook. So me, I'm just following the textbook, and then so you can always also go to the textbook and see what examples they used and how deep you can go also to find more information. And remember, our videos are only providing you with the skeleton. You need to put in more flesh. We're just not covering everything in the textbook, but we just selecting. It's like a snapshot of the textbook, so not everything. So okay, so what does rule number 1 say? The same number may be added to both sides of the equation, right? So x minus 2 is equals to 4. Same number may be added to both sides, so that should be x minus 2 is going to say plus 2, and also going to say plus 2, right? So let us solve for x, right? Remember, guys, we did rules on negative numbers and positive numbers, right? Refer to that module in case you've forgotten. Minus 2 plus 2, if memory serves me well, that this gives you a 0, right? So x is equals to 4 plus 2, so x is equals to 6, right? Simple and straightforward. Then what does the rule number 2 say, right? Okay. So rule number 2 says that the same number may be subtracted from both sides of the equation. Okay, right? So for this, just that should be x plus 5 equals to 12, right? X plus 5 equals to 12. So now let's solve. So x plus 5 minus 5 equals to 12 minus 5, right? So again, plus 5 minus 5 is equal to what? This is a 0, so x is equal to 7. So let's solve for x. So we substitute for x, and 7, right? 7 plus 5 equals 12, right? We can prove that 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So your left is equal to what? Your right. Simple and straightforward, guys. Then the next episode now, the next rule, right? Both sides of an equation may be multiplied by the same non-zero number. Let me just say the x over x equal to x over 5. There should be yes times 1. So I'm just fixing something there. Okay, so the same number, okay, like this. So we're going to multiply both sides by 5, like here it's 5, that's 5, right? So 5 into 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 5, that's 1, right? 5 times 4, that's 20. So we're going to make also x the subject of formula, so x is equals to 20. So we need to prove our equation again. So if you put 20 there, right? 5 divided with 5 into 20, that's 4, equals to 4, right? So again, your left is equal to what? To your right. So again, what the next rule? The next rule now, both sides of an equation may be divided by the same non-zero number. So we put 5x. So obviously we're just going to divide both sides by what? By 5. Right? 5 into 5, that's 1. So x is equal to 5 into 25, which is 5. So let us solve again. Substitute 5 times 5, which is side with 25, and that side with 25. So left equal to our right. Hope everything makes sense. And what is our final rule? Right? So what we call, when an equation contains brackets, we use the distributive law to remove the brackets before solving, right? So distributive law says everything that is inside, right, should be multiplied by the number outside the what? Outside the brackets, right? So 4 times x plus 4 times y, which is equal to 4x plus 4y. We can change this number, guys. We can change it to 2. That will now be 2x plus 2y. Right? We can even change this to a letter, right, guys? To a letter and make it a. So that will be ax and x plus ay. Simple and straightforward, guys. There's no complications whatsoever, right? So then we bring us to the important aspect of the subject, which is profit equals to revenue minus expenses, right? So what if, right? What if I am only given expenses and profit, but I'm not given value of what? Of revenue, right? So we want to make revenue the subject of formula. Obviously, expenses will come this side, so negative becomes a plus, right? So revenue will now be equals to, right? Equals to profit minus the expenses, right? So that will be your answer. So guys, there's a lot of things that you can do. Sometimes, okay, let's say if I want to calculate for expenses, right? If I want to calculate for expenses, again, you're going to make what? You're going to make expenses the subject of formula, right? Make expenses the subject of formula. So our things will look like this, that expenses is equal to revenue minus revenue minus profit, right? Revenue minus profit, and you get your expense. So you can also attempt with whatever examples that are given in your textbooks. Even on page 269, they even put an example for you. Just play around with those numbers to see whether are you able to do a subject or formula, right? In this case. So another thing that you can also play around with, another formula is distance is equals to what? Speed times 1 times what? Times time. Distance is equal to speed times time. So what if, right? What if I need to calculate time? What if I need to calculate time? Right? If I need to calculate time, right? That means if I need to calculate time, I am going to divide both sides by speed. I'm going to divide both sides by speed, right? So it will look like this. Distance here. So we SG distance here. Okay. Distance over and then SG over what? And change that over this side. So this will cancel out each other. So we have something like there. Okay. There you have it, guys. Time is equal to what? Distance over speed. Time is equal to distance over speed. Right. So what if I want to calculate speed? If I want to calculate speed, that means instead of saying here it was ST, right? Both sides will be divided by T now. Right? Both sides will be divided by T. Right? So obviously these will also cancel out each other. These ones will cancel out each other. Okay. Right. So if you want to calculate speed, is equal to distance over time. Distance over time. So guys, don't be shy also to look for examples that you also understand or make sense about. You can also look for times to if you want to calculate distance over time, yes. So you can go to your textbook on page 265 and see also how they've been playing with their formulas and stuff. So subject or formula, guys, should never be any problem for you. Try as much examples as you can. I hope you will come right. So we have come to an end of our module 8. We'll see you in the next episode of module 9. Thank you guys for watching. It's always a pleasure hosting you. Stay safe, keep well, and see you in the next series.